The more interesting and curious aspect about Star Wars Episode 9, at least in my opinion, has all to do with Kylo Ren's endgame and Rey's path in this movie. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. I wanted to go over one of the sequences that are to be filmed between both Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Mark Hamill, and more. Very interesting stuff for sure. Now, we do know that they are almost done filming this movie. We are getting closer month by month until February of 2019 arrives. November is pretty much halfway over, and then at that point we just have December and January. So it's really moving along rather quickly and smoothly. They haven't really hit any bumps in the road. And what's really interesting is that apparently both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver are set to shoot a major sequence during the middle of December at Cardington for what's being described as an emotional, dramatic scene between the two actors that will require rehearsals for around 2 days. The scene is said to be used for the third act of the film and will be crucial to the structure of the plot and storytelling. The set being constructed for the scene will involve destroyed starfighters, fire, smoke, rubble, and sparks, indicating that this is the aftermath of the lightsaber duel between these characters. Now, this is where things get very interesting for sure. One sequence we'll be shooting with Adam Driver that connects to this one will require Daisy Ridley to cry. It's unclear if this means Kylo Ren dies or not, but the scene will involve Daisy Ridley having to cry for the scene. Another sequence will involve both Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, and Mark Hamill on the same set, indicating that all three films, or should I say all three, will have a scene together toward the end of this film. So what's really interesting to me, guys, is I gotta say this, is that we've been hearing about this major lightsaber duel that is to come in Episode 9, and we're not quite sure exactly how significant it really will be in comparison to past lightsaber duels like the one in Revenge of the Sith between both Anakin and Obi-Wan. It's said to be on that level, but I don't think it's gonna top that. As far as the character of Rey crying in Episode 9, Daisy Ridley is required to cry for this scene, and it seems like it's going to be a whole lot more dramatic than the moment that we got between both Kylo Ren and Rey inside of Snoke's throne room in The Last Jedi. So what's going on here? What could this really mean? Could this mean that a major revelation is coming our way between these two characters at the same exact time in Episode 9? And why would Mark Hamill be filming with two of the same actors at the same exact time that will be portraying these characters? Like I say, this indicates that we are going to be getting both Luke, Rey, and Kylo Ren in the same exact sequence at once for a specific reason. Now, I don't know why Luke would be here in the form of a Force ghost, most likely, examining what's going on between Kylo Ren and Rey, perhaps. As far as the set that's being constructed for this scene, it involves blown up starfighters, fire, smoke, rubble, sparks, the whole 9 yards, right? This definitely, I think, tells us that this takes place, and since this scene is based in the third act of the movie, this most definitely takes place after this major battle in the hangar bay that we have been hearing about, and this major lightsaber duel between the two characters. I've been going over this numerous times. I think what's going to happen in Episode 9 is that you're going to have your traditional lightsaber duel, kind of like Anakin versus Obi-Wan, or something more around the lines of a mixture of prequel and original trilogy choreography, and after that you're going to get this emotional scene between both Kylo Ren and Rey, where they finally realize that maybe, yes, they are meant for each other in their final moments before they perish, or one of which dies only and one survives, perhaps. It could really go either way. I know a lot of you guys have been suggesting that maybe they're going to go through the Romeo and Juliet in space route, and I could totally see that, given that this is the final Skywalker saga film, and apparently Disney and Lucasfilm don't want to necessarily continue the story chronologically speaking after Episode 9 and start something completely new when it comes to the new Star Wars trilogy by the creators of Game of Thrones and Rian Johnson's trilogy. This could very well be the end of this story that follows all of these characters that are connected to Luke, Leia, Lando, and Han. Now, with that being said, guys, how do you feel about that? I feel like that they should continue on with the films, but I digress. This moment between Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver, alright, where Daisy has to actually cry, it's gonna take 2 days of rehearsing for this scene that will be shot in the middle of December. We got a little ways to go before this will even be filmed, and by this point in time, I would believe that they're all done filming in Jordan, which is one of the more major filming locations for Episode 9 right now. But anyways, guys, I would really love to hear your input below in the comments section. What do you think is going on here? And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.